morning. Out for another solo backpacking trip. I just can't get Jerry to come out with me. No, he has his boys this weekend, so he couldn't go this weekend. He was sick last weekend. But that's okay. I don't mind doing my little solo backpacking trips. I am back in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and I'm actually in the Abrams Creek campground area. The Abrams Creek area, I guess, in general. And I'm actually near where the campground is. The campground is closed for the season. It's November the 10th, 9th or 10th. I can't remember what day it is. So head out into the backcountry. This is going to be a pretty short hike today. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I just really wanted to get out and get at least one more backpacking trip in before fall officially goes away. It's pretty close to being gone. It is right now 31 degrees, and there are still a few colorful leaves, but the leaves are quickly falling off the trees fast. So I just wanted to try to get at least one more fall backpacking trip in before it gets like so cold that, because one of the disadvantages with the Smoky Mountains is if it does snow in the higher elevations, the roads get closed, so you don't get to, sometimes you just can't get out, because they close the roads or whatever. So, and I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of winter. I'm just not. So I'm out. So today I'm hiking on a little bit on Cooper Road Trail for I think 9/10 of a mile, and then I'll be on Little Bottoms Trail for 2.3 to the campsite. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty short hike, not long at all, but just to be out, it's gonna be nice. It's supposed to be a pretty full campsite. I'm staying at campsite 17, and there was 11 other people booked for this site. I don't know, we'll see. I got a pretty early start this morning. I think it's about 9, a little after 9. So I'm probably gonna get to the campsite really early. But I wanted to make sure I got a good spot. And I really did want to have some time out in the woods today. I didn't want to just get to camp and then, eat and go to bed. I wanted to really enjoy it. And the weather's supposed to be really nice as far as, it's like 0% chance of rain today, 4% chance tomorrow. So like pretty much no chance. So hopefully I'll really get to enjoy the campsite. I actually brought a book to read while I lay in my hammock. And I brought some stuff to make a fire. So hopefully I can do that. So all in all, I'm pretty excited. This is campsite 17. It's supposed to be a really, really nice campsite. Now granted, I've already hiked past campsite 17, and I've seen all the campsites in the Smokies, and probably have pictures of all of them. But you forget, and I just don't remember exactly what it looked like. I remember thinking it was a really nice campsite, but that's all I remember. All right, anyway, enough talking. Let's start hiking. I did forget, because the campground is closed. I did have to walk the road to the campground, which was probably maybe 2/10, 3/10 at the most. So now we are actually here at the campground. Oh, that's not good. Don't eat the fish. And then here's how much it costs to stay here. Oh, $17.50. I've never actually stayed in here. I mean, car camped in this area, but it looks really nice right now. But I mean, there's a lot of spots. So, I mean, if this was full, man, it would be, you might feel a little crowded. I'll just warn you. Ooh, I think I'd want that spot. It's got a tent pad. I don't know. It's just kind of off to itself over here. 9. That's where you go right there. 9. All right, and here's where it starts. All right, so let's see, we got 9 tents to get to Little Bottom. I think it may have gotten a little too early of a start today. I think I'm gonna get to camp really early. There's a lot of these like little streams that you have to get across, so I'm trying to keep from getting my feet wet. All right, we are coming to the junction. All right, here we go. I think if I remember, one is a nice campsite too. I just was like, that's way too close. So I want to say it's just like right off the trail here. Well, the nice thing is there'll definitely be some water if there's water in these little things. Okay. Yeah, this part is kind of go straight up for a little bit. I think it's only like a quarter of a mile or something. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is where I'm going to start breathing heavy, so I'll see you at the top. Okay, this might be more like half a mile. Or still that goes all the way up there. I don't know if that's the top or not. Kind of looks like it could be. Looks like it opens up. Hard to say. All right, let's see. Is this gonna be the top and it goes down, or is it just gonna switch back and keep going up? One doesn't know. Looks like it's gonna go down. Yeah. Okay. Yep, this is the top. That wasn't too bad. Maybe it was only a quarter of a mile then. All right, just came off that steep down. That's probably a good half mile of down. So just keep that in mind if you're going up it or down it or whatever. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't like hard to hike. And it just follows along the ridge. But anyway, so now we're down kind of toward the flattish part. We're actually down at the river. It's kind of pretty right here. Let me show you. And it looks like the trail's gonna go along the river. I think I'm starting to remember campsite 17 now that it's starting to come to me, and it's actually a different campsite than I thought I was booking. I bet it was one is the one I was thinking of. You know, they all start to kind of run together. I need to like create a folder of all the photos I've taken of all the different campsites and like put them in a separate folder, so I can reference them, you know, when I want to book. Because unfortunately, it's just like, even the Smokies, they do not put pictures up. You get this one tiny little picture. I hate that. I wish they would. I mean, it's nice to have an idea of what the campsite's going to look like. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. Yeah, I know exactly which campsite this is. I think the one in my head that I was thinking I was booking was one. I think that's the one I must have passed, because I just remember it was like a really flat area and the trail was just kind of like, I mean, the campsite was just kind of like Sorry. I don't think I was on me. The campsite was just kind of like right off the trail. I'm pretty sure that's one off Cooper Road. And this one, it is, I mean, there's a flat area, but you kind of have to walk up to get to the campsite. And it's a huge campsite. Like, I think on the site, you could book up to 14 people. But I swear, I want to say it could be like 20 people. That's what I remember. And plenty of trees for like hammocks and stuff. And, yeah, and the water's like right there. So there's a really good water source. And then like when you go right past that, there's the where the tornado came through. And there's kind of like a ridge. It's sort of like an open area. It's kind of cool looking. Yep. I know exactly where I'm going now. That's so funny because when I booked it, I mean, I really could not, like, in my head remember what it looked like. I couldn't. I was like trying to imagine which campsite it was. I was like, okay, which one is this? So now I remember. So the nice thing about this one, now the more and more I think about it, is even if there's a lot of people, like there's so much space, you won't like have anybody like right on top of you, which is what I like, because I don't really like to. I like having people around, I really do, but I just don't like it to be, you know, so many people. That's just, I don't know. You feel like you have to talk to people. That sounds terrible. I mean, it's not that I don't like talking to people. I do like talking to people, but I like, if I don't want to talk to people, I don't have to talk to people. I kind of like having the option. If that makes any sense. All right. Anyway. Well, we're getting close. All right, now we're walking the ridge again. All the leaves falling. Oh, here it is. I was like, I know there's a sign. 17. Voila. Oh, looks like somebody either has put their tent down and claimed a spot or accidentally left it. Look. Huh. There's a spot over there. And I swear I think there's a spot back there. That's the spot I wanted. But there's a tent there. I don't know. I mean, it's like if you're gonna... Yeah, oh, here's the spot. Here's another campsite spot. Kind of like this one. Got a nice big log. But I don't feel like somebody would just like come here and just drop off their tent and like leave it. Now here's another spot. This one's pretty good too. I just wanted to show you the whole campsite because so many people don't. Look over here, you've got, see, I think here's more sites. So how many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 right there. And you got another one here. See, you got this one. Because ideally, I think I'd like to have this spot. I mean, it's got all these perfect little spots for me to set my camera up. But I just don't know. I mean, there's poles and I don't know what to think. I mean, there's like you can tell, it looks like, I mean, it looks like a animal try to claw into it. All right, I picked this spot right here, which is kind of sort of in the middle at the end. The tent was sitting right there, but I just kind of moved it over there. And I know that maybe that seems bad, because it's like, did someone come and like drop their tent off and then go, you know, hike with the thought that they would come back and they were like claiming the spot? But the thing is, if you're going to do that, then you need to set your tent up. Set it up so that it looks like, okay, there's somebody's stuff here, you know. But, I mean, and then also the bear cables are right there, so I don't have to go that far. I don't know. I think someone's left it. I really do. Because it looks like it's been scratched by animals. It's kind of wet. It's really heavy. It's a really heavy tent. So I wonder if someone was like, you know, they came out here for the night and they just like, it's so heavy and they hated it and they're like, they just left it. Sometimes people do crazy stuff like that. All right, I've got camp pretty much set up now. I gotta go get some water. I got my tent set up. It took me a little longer this time. I don't know what in the world is going on with me. But anyway, yeah, I got that set up, and you know, my sleeping bag, sleeping pad, hammock. And I thought there were some people that were showing up, but I guess they were just day hikers. So, I don't know. Like I said, there's supposed to be a bunch of people here. I don't know if there'll actually be a bunch of people or not. So, I could end up being alone. It's been known to happen. So, we're going to have to go down to the water, to the river to get some water. I'm going to, you know, just, you don't ever want to leave your food kind of sitting out, particularly in the Smoky Mountains, because there's bears here. So, the nice thing is we have a convenient bear cable right here near us. So we're going to hang this up real quick while so I can go get water. And that's one thing, you get so spoiled in the Smokies because they have these cables and they're just awesome. And you don't have to really put a lot of work into it. So I wish all campsites had that. Alright, so right here we got a convenient location for water. I mean, I know it's probably not good for the environment, these nails, but at the same time, I mean, if you look around, these trees just don't have a whole lot of those like barks to, you know, so you could hang, I mean, branches to hang, you know, these things. So I kind of like that. Sometimes, you know, there's not that many, but every once in a while, you know, there'll be a nail. So anyway, I got the water going. Yay, fresh water. That's my tent. It's all set up. Look at this log. I mean, it's a perfect like little kitchen table. Yeah. Look, there's like all this cut wood. Hopefully I can make a fire. Hopefully. All right, I think I'm ready for a snack. So, guess what we're having? This isn't our dinner. This is just a snack since I really haven't had any. I mean, I haven't had lunch or anything at this point. But Velveeta cheese and crackers. And I'm having jalapeno Velveeta cheese this time. And then I have this little body armor drink. But, oh man, this is such a nice campsite. I'm so happy I came out. It's really nice. I mean, honestly, even if nobody showed up, it's a nice campsite. It really is. I mean, honestly, and all the spots were nice. I mean, I don't feel like any of them were like, I mean, you really aren't going to get a bad spot if you come here to camp. I mean, this is my favorite one just because of all the cut lumbers and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, I mean, they're all like really good spots. I wish Jerry was here. I know, he doesn't, there's just been a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, he has his boys every other week, and so he really can't go backpacking in. At least not yet. They're getting older, so one of these days we can probably just kind of let them, you know, be at home overnight, you know, alone. But then the last week he was sick, so he couldn't go with me last weekend. Which honestly, he didn't miss anything because that campsite at Virgin Falls was awful. So this totally makes up for last week's Virgin Falls. That drove me so crazy. Like, that campsite. But this is nice. I mean, I'm gonna sleep good because my tent site is flat and it wasn't rocky. Now the ground was rocky. It was hard to get these stakes in, but I mean, the ground's not rocky. And I guess when I say rocky, they're like big chunks of rocks. So there's that. Just chillaxing. Oh yeah. And this is what my view looks like. Not too bad. Got some sky up there. Got a little bit of fall left. A little bit more over on this side over here. Yeah. So I brought a book today to read, one of my Miss Marple Agatha Christie books. So I'm gonna enjoy that because I mean it's still like really early. Let me see, I don't even sure what time it is. Yeah, it's 12:45, so it's still really early. I mean, it'll get dark. I think the sunset's like 5:30. Pretty sure. So it's not like it's, I mean, that's the thing when it starts getting late fall, winter. It gets dark early. Well, no one showed up yet. I don't know. It's kind of funny because it's supposed to be a full campsite. I mean, but of course, you know, it is going to be somewhat cold. It's going to be, I think the low, I think it was 35. I don't think it was that low. And I mean, we're at low elevation. I think it's like 1,600 maybe. 1,200? I don't know. It's pretty low elevation. Now, I would say it is kind of chilly right now, but I think it's because the wind is blowing. Because I would say it's probably about 50 degrees. I'm guessing. Maybe a little. It might be a little cooler than that. But it mainly seems cold when the wind blows. I mean, I did put my puffy on. And my hands are a little cold, so I don't know. It might be colder than that. So I don't know, you know, sometimes the cold scares people off. And it's funny because when I was on the Smoky Mountain, when the Smokies reservation system, I mean, a lot of campsites were booked. But then see people do that. They'll book them and then they don't show up. So, which I mean, doesn't hurt the park. I mean, they just free money for the park. So, I don't know. But man, I've got like the logs over here that someone cut up. So I'm hoping, I mean, they look fairly dry. That's hard to tell. But maybe I can have a fire for a little bit. I'm not much one to stay up. Like once it gets dark, I'm just like, I'll just go to bed. So I'm not really one to like stay up. I thought about trying to do that tonight, you know, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I think I'm going to read my book and just kind of relax, hang out. Well, I relaxed a little bit, read some of my book, and just kind of been chilling. It's about 2 o'clock now, and there was a few day hikers that had stopped by earlier. There was a couple that was looking for Abrams Falls, so I kind of helped them out a little bit with that. But did have one camper show up, and he's actually one of my subscribers, so he recognized me right off. His name's Frank, and he's over there. And I think he said there's another guy that's going to show up. So I'm not by myself after all, which is kind of cool. I mean, it would be fine. If I'd been by myself, I mean, it would be totally fine. It's a really nice campsite here. But it's just nice when there's, there's somebody else here. Just kind of makes it, I don't know. I guess I'm more of a people person than I'm willing to admit. But I did want to show y'all something. So just a little bit about this campsite. This actually used to be an old home site, and there's remnants of the home site here. There's an old stone wall, and so I just thought I would kind of take you over here and show you that real quick. I mean, nothing spectacular, but kind of neat. Just part of history. Yeah, it's a part of the stone wall. Well, I got a fire going. It might be getting too big. I'm gonna have to slow down. Idahoan mashed potatoes, the roasted garlic and Parmesan baby reds. And then I'm going to mix this ranch dressing into it with this buffalo style chicken. So hopefully that'll be pretty good. And then I think I'm going to have some apple cider. Since I've got some extra water, I'm going to have some apple cider. And then I also have stuff to make s'mores. So while I got the fire going, I think I'm gonna try to make some s'mores too. Yeah, it's pretty good. Buffalo chicken, ranch, and mashed potatoes. Pretty good. I got lucky because people left a bunch of wood. I probably couldn't got this good of a fire going otherwise. And I have ghost marshmallows to make my s'mores. Now I'm just gonna find a stick. Yum. I also have this cherry pie for dessert. I don't know. I'm not honestly that hungry, but I might eat a few bites just to take the weight off. Not that my pack weighed that much anyway, but still. It's okay. I think it'd be better warm. I got a pretty good fire going. I'm impressed with myself. The fire's still going. I've tried to move it around, try to put it out a little bit, but it was going pretty good. I mean, I guess I could dump water on it, but I'm just gonna lay in my my hammock for a little bit, read. It's only 5 o'clock, so maybe it'll die down soon. I'm not feeding it anymore. Well, I've had my dinner and I brushed my teeth and went to the bathroom. Then I just get this fire to go out and go to bed. We ended up having a couple more people showed up, so there's two guys here and then a couple that's here and me. So not a full campsite. So I think if you've watched my solo backpacking tip video, the one I did not too long ago, and one of the tips was, to pick a campsite, that there's going to be a lot of other people at, where, like, will you book online or something? But just keep in mind, that's not always the case. Sometimes people don't show up. So, but a few people showed up. So, yeah. I don't know. And I kind of like that. I don't really, I like kind of keeping to myself, and just having my own space. But it's just nice, seeing other people here doing their thing. So, yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the sleep tonight. I think it's going to be good. Just with it's a nice flat spot. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good night. All right, I'm going to read a little. And then I'll probably turn in. So I'll get back at you when I get in the tent. Whoa, spooky. Ah. Okay, I'm in the bed. I'm in the tent. It's almost 6. It's like 5:50. It's already getting pretty dark. So I might try to read a little bit more and then I'm going to turn in. So see you all in the morning. Bye. Good morning. Well, I slept pretty good. Slept a lot. Pretty uneventful night. Not really anything. I didn't get cold or anything like that. One thing I need to start doing is forcing myself to get up to go to the bathroom at night. I will just hold it all night, and I gotta stop doing that. I don't know why. I just, in my head, I envision I don't want to get up and get cold and try to warm up again. But yeah. Pumpkin spice oatmeal. So this is breakfast this morning. It's pumpkin spice oatmeal, more bacon jerky, and coffee, hot chocolate with a little ghost marshmallow.
Safe travels.
You too. Did you have a good night?
Yeah, man, we saw, I don't know if you got up in the middle of the night. Up on the hill, there was a flashing light.
Really?
And it went on for like an hour and a half to the point where we were like, hey, you think someone's hurt up there?
Oh, well, you know, I heard a helicopter.
Yeah.
All right, I'm headed back down the same trail that I came up yesterday, so won't really do any filming on this trail today unless, you know, obviously see something pretty cool. I was talking to Frank, the guy, one of my subscribers who's camped here last night, and he was talking about there was a flashing light up on the mountain. I never even noticed it. I noticed that the moon was out pretty bright last night, but I never noticed any flashing lights. Yeah, that was a pretty awesome campsite. Definitely, if you're going to come to the Smokies and you want a really good campsite, that's a great one. Campsite 17. So, anyway, gonna hike back. Just enjoy the trail, and I'll see y'all when I get to my car, and then we'll go over to Look Rock and just hike up that so you can kind of see that. It's just a pretty short trail. It's got some pretty awesome views. All right, I'm back here at the Cooper Road Trail Junction. So I remembered I said I was going to show you campsite 1, just so you can kind of see what it looks like too. Now it's only about a mile off of from the road. So let's just walk out to it real quick so you can see what it looks like in case you want to stay there. Plus I kind of want to see it too. It would be a great campsite if you wanted a solo backpack, but you're a little, you know, you're afraid to get out and, you know, like be scared or something, because it's only a mile from the parking lot and it's a pretty easy hike. Like, it's a wide, like roadbed trail. So the nice thing is if you got to camp and then you got too scared, you could always just pack up and leave, because a mile, I mean, and you could honestly hike this trail in the dark. All right, so we're here. That's how close it was. Yeah, it's a nice campsite too. Let me show you. This is the campsite I think I walked by. I think in my head this is the one I was thinking I was staying at. It's nice too. Got some nice flat spots. Split on flattish. Plenty of logs to sit on. So, let's see, campfire ring. I was seeing if there's any other ones. Let's look around here. I don't think this is as big of a campsite. And then I think you got bare cables there. And it looks like you have water. I mean, well, I mean, there's definitely some water here. You can find it. I can hear some water running. It's not going to be quite as good as what I had at the other campsite. But I mean, if you're only hiking a mile from the car. Oh, there's more bare cables over here. It's crazy. We got 2 sets of bare cables. So here's another campfire ring. So far I only see 2 campfire rings. There might be, yeah, I think there's another site back here. Very nice campsite. And like I said, if you wanted to have something close to your car, if you needed to, this is a good spot. All right, I'm back at my car, so let's head over to Look Rock. It is off the Foothills Parkway. It's in the Townsend. Let me turn this off. That's probably too loud. It's in the Townsend Foothills Parkway area. So let's go out there, and we'll go out there and hike that trail up to Lookout Tower. Can't remember what it's exactly called, but there's should be some fantastic views. The sky looks pretty clear, so here we go. All right, we are here at the Look Rock parking lot. You have to kind of walk up the road just a little and cross over to get to the trail. Look Rock Tower Trail. I remember it might actually be paved the whole way. Can't really remember. If you come out and do this, just expect a little bit of a climb. It's not long, but it definitely goes up. And we have come to the tower. Well, we have it to ourselves there for a few minutes. I can hear people. I don't know if they're coming up or if they're just, you know, the voices are carrying. But, I mean, you can get some pretty epic views up here. You got the city on one side and the mountains on the other side. And I'm not honestly, let's see here. It says you've got Maryville's out that way, Knoxville's way out that way, and Tellico Lake's over here. So, yeah, I mean, and of course, I guess this is Townsend area here. Yeah, beautiful. It's kind of cool that you can see both the city and the mountains, you know. It doesn't say what mountains these are over here. I wonder if that's where we just came from. I would say so, yeah, we were somewhere in there. I'm not very good with the mountain stuff. All right, get a few pictures and guess that'll be that. Glad it got out. A little bit of fall color left. All right, well, that was Look Rock Tower. I put my jacket back on. It's actually warmed up significantly. It's actually getting pretty warm, but since I'm carrying out, I just figured I would wear it. It's down all the way back, so I would say it might be a mile out back to get to the, I mean, it's not very far. I'd say maybe a mile, like total round trip. So anyway, so that's going to conclude it for this backpacking video. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming along. See you on the next video.